Hi folks. Well, this is the first time that I am trying the Day of Atonement. I don't want to say the date because I'll get ridiculed for having the wrong date. The one thing I notice about Torah people and the Hebrew roots people and the flat earthers and all the other, everybody is really critical rather than being excited when somebody else is trying to learn and grow. And so a few days ago, this past Sabbath, I was talking with somebody and I watched Christopher Enoch, his video on the Day of Atonement, and he shared some verses, so I wrote them down and studied them. And then I also watched Tobias Singer's video on the Day of Atonement. Of course, he's anti-Yeshua person. But I just wanted to share some verses to you and to see what your thoughts are on this. I want to encourage people, you know, it is so lonely sometimes when you're trying to strive to learn and to study and to search out. I can understand why the Pauline people just want to be saved by grace and just live it out, enjoy life, call it good, and let Jesus do it all, you know. I can understand that sometimes. Some verses are very clear that us as sojourners need to apply the instructions of Yahweh that he gave to the people of Israel. And I'm using the Hebrew calendar as part of this, and I'm also reading from the Hebrew Bible, my Hebrew Bible. So the sentence structure isn't exactly Marty's way of speaking. But these are some of the verses I felt was helpful. Leviticus 16, verse 29 through 31. And this shall be to you law and eternal in the month 7th, the 10th of the month, humble yourselves. And any work you shall not do, the native born, the foreigner joining up with you. For in this day he shall atone for you, to cleanse you from your sins before Yahweh, and you shall be cleansed. A Sabbath of Sabbaths it shall be to you, and you shall humble your souls, law and eternal. Leviticus 16:34b. Once of the year you shall do as the Lord gave to Moses. Leviticus 23, verse 26 through 28. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, also on the 10th month of the 7th is the Day of Atonement, convocation, a holy set apart, it will be to you. And you shall humble your souls, and shall bring burnt offerings to the Lord. Now there's no temple and there's no priesthood, but a work you shall not do it. In this day is for a day of making atonement this to you. Atone for you before the Lord your Yahweh. Psalms 51:17. A sacrifice to Yahweh is a spirit broken, a heart being broken and humbled. Yahweh will not treat with contempt. Matthew 6:17 and 18. Yeshua says, but you fasting, anoint your head and your face wash, so that you should not appear to men as fasting, but to your Father in secret. And your Father seeing in secret shall recompense you in the open. And Isaiah 58, it'd be good to read the whole chapter. I've read through it a couple different times, but here's one of the key verses that I thought was interesting. Verse 13, if you should turn, and of course this, I didn't type this part out because I felt the whole book is important. If you should not turn your feet from the Sabbath to not do you once on the day holy, This is Hebrew language. And shall call the Sabbath delightful, holy to Elohim. You shall not lift your feet to work, nor shall you speak a word of anger from out of your mouth. And fasting on this day, again, fasting, I just want to share some thoughts with you and see what you think. You can always put your comments in the comment section if you're decent about it. First of all, fasting, I have to tell my wife so that if she plans dinner, I don't say, sorry dear, I'm fasting today. Or I have medications that last time I fasted, I literally was about ready to throw up because you're supposed to eat it with food. So then I took some crackers and that helped get my stomach back settled because I had to stay on my medicine and stuff. And so, but the Day of Atonement, this is my first time. This is, I keep searching the Torah out. I keep searching the Levitical laws out. It's like when you're weight training, part of the weight training, it's not fun. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of discipline. But in the end, the reward is what we're striving for, the goal, to keep the goal. And so I want to encourage you if you're out there by yourself and there's no church to go to. I listen to my Hebrew music. I listen to some of the Messianic gospel songs. You just have to keep plugging along. You just have to keep trying, because I think there really is phases or seasons when you're struggling and planting and tilling the ground and sorting the rocks out and breaking things up. And there also is a harvest when you reap the rewards of of your efforts and stuff. And I just want to encourage you in that. So, Father Yahweh, thank you so much, because I know that Yeshua is the prophet of Deuteronomy 18. I know that we are to follow your ways, and that you are the only true God. There is no other. And Father, I pray that you'll continue to raise up a remnant to break out of that old belief system. Yes, Yeshua, I changed my life. Yes, Father, you did all kinds of things back when I didn't know a lot of stuff. But Father, you want us to seek you and to search you with all of our hearts. And that is a time-consuming, hard process. But I pray you'll guide and direct and open other people's eyes and help them to desire the truth. In Yeshua's name, amen.